Hi guys, welcome to MSR Motorsport Ranch in Cresson, Texas. In front of me is a 911T and I'm following it in a 987 Boxster. So I just wanted to post a little video where I went over some HPDE, that stands for High Performance Driver's Education. Some HPDE just feedback, ways to behave on the track that will keep you safe, that will keep others safe, and that will just increase communication, keep you on track, keep you pointed forward. So this video, you'll see there are a few tips. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll also show you, by the way, right now, how to pass a 997 GT3 and a 987 Boxster, which is kind of cool. So just pay attention. Actually, I'm just carrying more speed basically, so even though he has more acceleration than I do, right in this turn I'm closing him down, right, so he has no choice but give me a pass. So that's actually one of the points I want to cover today is safe passing signals. When you give a passing signal in an HPD, this is the advanced group. That's when I first started to join the Porsche Club America. You have to learn how to give these passing signals so that there's good flow of traffic. If you're not able to see someone coming up behind you, if you give unclear signals, it might be a little bit of a problem, and the person behind you will not pass you timely, and then it starts forming a train and everyone starts to drive at a slower pace than they want to, and people get upset. So just to keep it flowing, give really good signals. So in front of me is Mike in his 996S, and he's really good. You see how clear that signal is? You also want to keep the trajectory of your car when you give a pass. So typically you will stay online, right? So you will follow the racing line that you follow every lap and direct the person behind you around the racing line. But sometimes, let's say you're the one driving the GT3, but the person passing you is in a Miata, and they don't have the horsepower to go around you. They will, you either have to slow down a lot to let them by, or you could in that case go offline and let them take the racing line, which is faster, so that basically you're taking the detour instead of them, and you have the horsepower to make up for it, right? So that'll be a better flow of traffic going around the racetrack. Of course, in an HPDE, you're typically only allowed to pass in the straightaways. Now fast forward to a different lap. This is Mike in front of me again in a 986S. Mike, he's not the fastest driver, and he's not, some of us that go to these want to really learn how to be really fast and to be the best possible driver. Some of us just do it for fun, and I think Mike was doing it more so for fun, but he was trying to be very safe when he was on track. And he let me know he saw me, and then gave me a very clear passing signal once again, straight to the right of the track, give me the space to take my line towards the left side of the track. No problem. Great pass from Mike. Now if the person that's going to be passing you passes you on the right side, instead of pointing your arm all the way straight to the left, you will have to point it over the top, over the roof of the car, with your fingers pointed towards the right side, if that makes sense, towards the passenger side. And again, you want to give as clear of a passing signal as possible, and you want to give one for each car. So say there were two cars you wanted to lead by, you will put your arm fully out the window and back in twice. Otherwise, I've seen some people kind of shake their hands, and that just doesn't really cut it. It's very unclear. You're not really sure if they did see the second car or not, and it can cause either an accident or some uncertainty, and then affect the flow of traffic again by someone not taking the pass, just to be safe. Alright, so now we've caught up to that 911T again, and I'm eager to pass it, right? So I'm really pushing myself, trying to drive a really good line, a fast line, and actually I overdo it a little bit here. And as you can see, I'm off track, right? So it's very important when you have two wheels in the grass that you don't make any sudden movements, any abruptness in the steering wheel will result in a spin. So you got to be really, really smooth, extra smooth. Think of it as driving in the rain or maybe on ice, right? And actually, if you play the video again and pay attention, I actually caught up to the 911T despite being off track with two wheels there, because I kept the momentum going forward. I kept my foot on the accelerator so as to not upset the car, and it just worked out really well in my favor. I was able to just very, very gently make my way back to the left onto the track surface and just continue as if nothing had happened. You get black flagged on these when you spin or when you put typically four wheels off the racetrack. Sorry. The two wheels off only is generally tolerated completely. So right now I'm putting my hand over the top of my car and I'm letting this Honda S2K get by me. Right, so that was a clean pass. I was driving slower, having a discussion with my instructor, but now I'm getting back on, right? So I am closing him down, pressuring him. I want to be able to follow him. So that caused him to go a little bit wide here. You see he completely misses the apex, and then it basically ends up exactly where I did, with two wheels off here in the same spot. So now you got to see it from outside the car, what it looked like. And fortunately he was able to keep his car going straight, and doing so, he was able to get back on track uneventfully without any issues. He just kept it smooth, and he didn't let the car get loose, and so he didn't end up getting black flagged and was able to just keep going. So no big deal in the end. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a couple of things today. Of course, how to pass a GT3 in a slow car. But no, more seriously, I hope you guys understand a little bit better about passing and how to give clear signals. And if ever you are to make a mistake because you're pushing yourself, you know it can happen. You go a little bit too far and you go off track, like I'm doing here, right? You're just very, very smooth, very, very gentle with the steering wheel and all the inputs. You keep your foot down on the accelerator, and you don't let the car spin and cause a much greater spin or crash. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and subscribe for more content. Alright, see you next time. Bye.